Welcome back guys to a new Premier League prediction video. Today I'm predicting the Premier League last day. Let's go. First game, Arsenal versus Watford. So look at both teams' last result. Arsenal's last result was a 1-0 away defeat to Aston Villa at Villa Park. And Watford's last result was a 4-0 home defeat against Manchester City. Look at both teams' last meeting was a 2-2 draw at Vicarage Road. This time round I'm going to go for Arsenal 3, Watford 0. Next game, Burnley versus Brighton. Let's look at both teams' last result. Burnley's last result was a 2-0 away win to Norwich City at Carrow Road. And Brighton's last result was a 0-0 draw against Newcastle United. And the last time these teams played was a 1-1 draw at the Amex Stadium. This time round I'm going to go for Burnley 2, Brighton 0. Next game, Chelsea versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's look at both teams' last result. Chelsea's last result was a 5-3 away defeat to Liverpool at Anfield. And Wolverhampton Wanderers' last result was a 2-0 home win against Crystal Palace. And the last time these teams played was a 5-2 away win to Chelsea at the Molineux. And this time round I'm going to go for Chelsea 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Next game, Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspur. Let's look at both teams' last result. Palace's last result was a 2-0 away defeat to Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Molineux, and Spurs' last result was a 3-0 home win against Leicester City. And the last time these teams played was a 4-0 home win to Tottenham Hotspur at the new White Hart Lane Stadium. This time round I'm going to go for Spurs double. I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 1, Spurs 3. Next game, Everton versus Bournemouth. So both teams' last result. Everton's last result was a 1-0 away win to Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. And Bournemouth's last result was a 2-0 home defeat in the South Coast Derby against Southampton. And the last time these teams played each other was a 3-1 home win to Bournemouth. This time round I'm going to go for Everton to get payback. I'm going to go for Everton 3, Bournemouth 0. Next game, Leicester City versus Manchester United. So both teams' last result. Leicester's last result was a 3-0 away defeat against Tottenham Hotspur at the new White Hart Lane Stadium. And United's last result was a 1-1 draw against West Ham United. And the last time these teams played was a 1-0 home win to Manchester United. This time round I'm going to go for United double. I'm going to go for Leicester City 0, Manchester United 2. Next game, Manchester City versus Norwich City. Let's look at both teams' last result. City's last result was a 4-0 away win to Watford at Vicarage Road. And Norwich's last result was a 2-0 home defeat to Burnley. And the last time these teams played was a 3-2 home win to Norwich. This time round I'm going to go for Manchester City to get payback, and I'm going to go for City 5, Norwich City 0. Next game, Newcastle United versus the Premier League champions Liverpool. For both teams' last result, Newcastle's last result was a 0-0 away draw against Brighton at the Amex Stadium, and Liverpool's last result was a 5-3 home win to Chelsea at Anfield. So both teams' last meeting was was a 3-1 home win to Liverpool at Anfield. This time around I can see Liverpool doing a double. I'm going to go for Newcastle 0, Liverpool 3. Next game, Southampton versus Sheffield United. This is both teams' last result. Southampton's last result was a 2-0 away win in the South Coast Derby against Bournemouth. And Sheffield United's last result was a 1-0 home defeat to Everton. And so both teams' last meeting was a 1-0 away win to Southampton. And I can see Southampton doing a double. I'm going to go for Southampton 2, Sheffield United 1. Last game, West Ham United versus Aston Villa. So for both teams' last result. West Ham's last result was a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford against Manchester United. And Villa's last result was a 1-0 home win against Arsenal. The last time these teams played was a 0-0 draw at Villa Park. This time round I'm going to go for another draw. I'm going to go for West Ham United 1, Aston Villa 1. Thank you for this video. Subscribe down below. Up the Reds.